Microphone, okay. Okay, I think so. Okay, overlay's good. Okay, hi! Phone in the spot where I normally sit it. Okay, now we're good. I had a bit of a late start. I had a few things to get ready. Sorry. But Shadowbringers continues, I suppose. I still need to get a lot of my ether currents, but I will work on that. It could be fun. I feel like it was suggested to me as a joke a while ago that I'd need a whole stream for ether currents, but that could be kind of fun. Outside of the regular days, probably, but all of my light is set I don't know. I need to quit messing with it. I need to leave it on one setting. But anyways. No. Okay, eventually at some point I'd like to have where I don't have to move everything and set it up all the time, but besides that, I'm trying to remember exactly where we were yesterday. Oh yeah, I remember now. We just got to a very cute new little village with cute little mushrooms and shit like that. Okay, give me just like 2 seconds. Hang on, just 1 second, sorry. Okay, okay. I think we're back and good. And look, the overlays are being kind to me today. They loaded in just fine. Hi, Probable Wallaby. How are you doing on this fine Friday? I hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna be doing better once I get into the game, I think. It's fun, it cheers me up. I'm glad we attuned to that before we left off last night. They've worked tonight 10 to 6. Well, that is ass. So I hope it goes by quick. Quicker work is done, quicker you get to actually play this game, right? Oh no, this was really cute. I remember leaving off here. Okay, my speaker was a little different, so hopefully the game sound is okay today. Try to monitor it and adjust it, probably when we have our first voice cutscene. But this is really cute, and it really does remind me, I think it was a city in Sword and Shield. I think it was probably the last one I got to. But it's so cute. Things just don't stop getting cute in this expansion, do they? Anyways, let's go to where we actually need to here. I am not ashamed, I guess that's kind of dumb. I don't think I got much done on here last night. I don't think I played a whole lot. I kind of just wandered around. I was gonna do, no, I take that back. I did, do the quest to get the decipher and dig actions. I didn't know there was a quest I had to do to get those because I just never saw it and noticed it. So I did decipher and go get everything from the little time-worn maps that I have gathered. And as you can see, I forgot to clean up my inventory afterwards and put those away. So hopefully we don't run into any inventory management issues today. I'm gonna bring my Switch and play a bunch of Pokemon Snap. Well, that's not too bad then. Only this game was on the Switch, right? Can't imagine how that would run. We will offer your patronage to our people too. Yes, they're really cute. I can't even think of anything to compare them to. They're so cute. Let's see. Perhaps you can begin with Marnose? They are one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Fobert. With the Knights gone, however, Marnose has had no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. Okay, that works for me. My character kind of just goes wherever people tell her to, so I don't really know what's going on. Like, this place needs help, and I'm like, okay, sure. What else am I gonna do? What is there to do besides save everyone all the time, I guess? $1,182, 1,183, 1,184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? Counting. Ooh, what? Where? Wait, you're immortal? Huzzah! Okay. Well met. Yes, very well met indeed. Have your old and tired arms and armor that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? I don't think so. Tell me I haven't had my gear repaired in a while? That could be true. You answered yes, you've come to the right Numo. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Oh, we get to go get some moss. Moss fungi roam just outside the cave. Please, please, please give their legs and your patronage to me. Okay. Interesting. What mount should we use for this area? You know what? I think he'll do just fine. He feels a little slow sometimes, but he's worth the journey. Look how cute he is. Okay, so this is what we need. Gotcha. I feel like I haven't been doing a whole lot today. Oh, we got two of us in there now. Okay, we should use those then. Game is hopefully just running a little chunky in the beginning. Hopefully that doesn't continue through the night. But we'll see. Oop. Can I get out of that? Oh my gosh, what happened to our health? What's happening? Why are we almost dead? I wasn't even watching. I'm gonna have to watch back later. I have no idea what happened. These things just like aggressively hard hitting. What is happening? Why am I almost dead? Literally, we're gonna die. What's happening? What is happening? That's confusing. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about, but okay, we'll just teleport right back. I will have to watch that later. I have no idea what happened. Strange. And embarrassing. I can't remember the last time I just died with like some tiny mobs. Oh, okay. Pretend that just started, I guess. I don't think my gear should have been changed up any. Should be fine. He was fighting the dungeon I did right before this, so I'm not sure. I don't think I'd taken any fall damage, but it's okay. We'll try that again. I guess I have been, let's see, earlier, oh, I was having one of my favorite pastimes, which is planning extravagant future setups with friends. I think that's always fun. Just imagining like what you would get. Okay, so I guess we'll take our chocobo out. I'm really not sure what the problem was there. I guess I'll have to look and see. They don't look like they're hitting particularly hard. More than usual, I guess. Or any more than usual, I don't think. Huh. I will have to see that later. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe... Since my computer was acting weird. I don't know. I'll have to see later. But anyways, we got what we needed, so... No concern of ours now. Like, here's good, right? Sorry, I have like the worst chair. It has like no weight to it, so I just kind of like scoot everywhere. Maybe I need some kind of little mat for it or something. Ah, you were returned. And with the moss fungus legs, I hope? Yeah, I only died a little bit. That's fine. They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder. Used to polish metal and leather alike to a lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. How many did I get? 3? But I asked for 2. I just thought I don't know. Now she's angry. No, no, no. This wasn't the agreement. You doubt that I'll fulfill the work for 2 moss fungus legs? Will you tempt me with another? May as well call me a grasping mutt and spit in my eye. No, I was just trying to give her extra. You think me a bad pneumo? Then a bad pneumo I will be. Oh yes, I'll make a fine mess of everything you're wearing. Ribbit? What? I was just trying to be nice. I thought I had extras. Wait, there are 2 legs here. You mustn't tease us fairies so. In my agitation, I could have done much worse than simply snap at you. That was weird. Okay. You see, for there to be honor in a task, we must receive precisely what it is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability. Too much means you question our integrity. You've given me a fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. Okay. Interesting. I see, I see. I must ask for a small fee for the materials. Isn't that what I just went and got? The materials? I'm pleased to say that all your arms and armor may be restored, if you mean to change them in the near future. However, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin which you may pay me with when you desire to have work done. Many thanks for your patronage. Okay. That was confusing. I was just kind of trying to be nice. I thought maybe I got an extra one. Marnase's shop is open for business. Oh, and if you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest Iskuf? Yonder? I don't know how to say that name, sorry. I tried my hardest, but there's no voice cutscenes to base it off of. It's a little difficult sometimes. Judging from your equipment, 'tis plain you're no stranger to battle. I believe Iskuf will have something to offer you. Okay. Strange place, but it's nice. Ooh, some new accessories. To have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. If it please you, please give me your patronage. As my patron, I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We would tend to them with magics, except they leave behind a harmful ash. We have no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now, you'll be curious as to what I have to offer. I am a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choicest items. Okay. I kind of thought these would be a little farther away, but I'm not complaining. Oh, or the catch is that they're quite hidden, it looks like. Interesting, yeah. There we go. I say that seemed easy enough, so we're probably not done. You've already removed the flame spores? How very quick you are. Oh, but did you perchance search by the western entrance as well? I'm told that more have cropped up in that area. Yeah, that's what I figured. As you pluck the last of the flame spores, you sense a gaze from the entrance. Oh. I wasn't spying on you or anything. I've just finished my task, and I should go report back. Okay. Music here is pretty cute. you were returned. You dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Thought I did. Okay, excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses. For a little while at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Having a patron again reminds me of the old days. For every day, I would carry my wares to the castle and ought to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back then the castle wasn't called Liagia. The Voberites built it and they named it Ruins Licht. I don't know. It was their last bastion and struggle against the Sin Eaters, and now they're all gone, all of them. Nobles and knights and common folk alike. But enough reminiscing, I must give you what you earned. And if you desire anything else that I possess, I would be glad to offer them to you for a fitting price, of course. Now, would you be offering your patronage to anyone else? If so, would you consider Weed Lad? Weed Lad? Wide Lad? They've been under the weather of late. The chance to perform an honorable task would cheer them up. Just getting sent all around the town. Lots of things to do. What? You would be my patron? But I can't do anything for you. The lawless ones took my invisible ink, and without it I can't make my arcane wares. Who are the lawless ones? They're Numo like us, except they've turned their back on their values. First without honor they are. They refuse to work, instead spending all their time cavorting and making a nuisance of themselves. It was when I was outside for a walk that they set upon me and robbed me of my possessions, the ink included. I was too weak to resist them, but you, mortal, you look quite strong. Do you think you could take my ink back from those villains? If you do this, I will consider it your patronage, and by way of my service, I will make you something very special. Excuse me, Mechanics, but I couldn't help overhearing. If you mean to undertake this task, will you let me accompany you? I would learn from you, and help in what little way I can. Wouldn't I want her to go? That'd be mean. Thank you so much. The lawless ones make their lair to the south inside a cave called Father Collard's Chambers. They took many vials of ink, and I would be grateful if you could bring back as many as possible. Good evening, Auroras. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good evening. Mine's going pretty well. Had a bit of a rocky start today, but I think things are going good. But thank you. I hope you're having a good evening as well. I'm not sure what the game has in store for us today, but I'm excited to see. And we're going far. I, very hilariously, almost. It was almost funny, but I did die in the beginning of the stream. I don't know how. Little mushroom guys took me out, and I guess I just wasn't paying attention? I don't know. My computer did freak out for a minute, so I don't know if that was the issue or if it was just me really not paying attention. It doesn't happen often, so I'd like to hope it wasn't my fault, but I never know. Attuned to this so the walk is not as long next time. Haven't been up to a whole lot of much today. Trying to get excited for the game and the story today though. Always blame the healers. Well, I was just out in the middle of the field like this with some mobs, but you know, I'm sure there was a healer somewhere that I could have blamed. Go ahead and put it on them. You're right. Okay. No healers around to heal you. Boom, healer's fault. You know what? I think that's true. That's a good point. Father Collard's chambers. That's interesting to say. Is through here. I peered inside and sure enough, it was Millie with Pneumo. They looked none too friendly. If Thancred were here, he'd tell me to go about it quietly and quickly. Let us split up. I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. You shortly, Muconix. Okay. Oh boy. This feels like a pretty narrow area, so we probably won't be able to avoid fighting a lot of these. That's okay. Never hurts to get some more experience, I guess. I'm kind of trying to... I don't know what word I'm looking for. I don't know, just try and think up what like my dream PC looks like in my head, I guess. Kind of what I've been... Oh, goodness. Alright, come on. May as well throw them a technical step just because I can. Can't waste it out here. No bosses. Things kind of are kicking my ass, I feel like. A bit more than usual. The computer is... Oh no. I got some gear from the last dungeon, at least a little bit, so I thought I'd be doing fine. Oh man. I'm not exactly where I maybe would have my gear be at my level, but I mean, these aren't my level, so... They're literally kicking my ass. God damn. Oh, is the healer's fault? Well, if right now my chocobo's healing me sometimes, and I don't think I'd be alive without that. And I don't know what the problem is. About to die again. I don't know what the... Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. God damn. Damn, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to look at my gear after this, because I don't know what the issue is. Pokeball and healer stance. I mean... Normally I don't need her to... Normally I don't need healing that much. Normally fighting shit out in the open is not an issue. I don't really know what the problem is, honestly. It's kind of ass. It's strange that a lot of this area is like a big jumping puzzle. As a fan of jumping puzzles, that doesn't annoy me too much, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way, so. Okay, I see it up there now. But damn. Can't really see which way I'm supposed to get up there. Fuck it, I'm just getting out of here. Got what I needed, so. But yeah, I don't think two things on me should be almost killing me, so. I don't know what the issue. Oh, thank you. I really don't know what the problem is. I remember, I think the first time I had that problem was like the very, very beginning of Heavensward. I think I was probably a little under leveled, probably under geared, honestly. But I don't think I've had that problem since then, and it's very frustrating. I guess maybe I do need to check out my gear. But like, maybe it's a little low for 75, since that's what I am, but they're 73, so. These are what I got at 70, so I guess I should probably get something separate for them. I did fine in the dungeon though, but I guess things aren't really attacking me much in the dungeon, so. Oh, you know what? I've got new stuff, and I didn't put any materia on those yet. I had those on my other ones. Maybe I should have done that. I might go do that in a second, just so we don't have that issue. Do you think that would be a big enough difference to solve that? Or it won't make that much of a difference? Well, I guess I need to find whatever vendor has like around like 75 gear and just pick up some stuff. Because I don't have any crafters high enough to do that. These things just hit hard. Oh, okay. That's frustrating. But fine.
Oh, thank goodness. There you are.
I have a habit of getting frustrated when I'm not doing very well, so.
Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe. haven't seen much actual combat, so I was a little nervous, but I'm happy I could help. The Minfilius before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army.
You think she knows there's a children's book about her?
But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps.
Remember getting messed up on Warrior when I first got into Shadowbringers dungeons? Yeah. I guess I just haven't noticed the difference much. Since I've been doing DPS and I kind of just stay out of the way. I really only take like the group-wide damage. But yeah, I should probably at least find, for the, maybe just the armor slots that are still at like 70, probably upgrade those a tiny bit. Shouldn't cost too much. I'll be able to craft it at some point.
My cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight. Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens. I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me. Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minfilia.
True, but it's really not her fault, I guess.
Once, we journeyed to Nabatha together, to the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood.
I guess she does know about it.
As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then... I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded.
That sounds like him.
There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you. Because I knew that was what she wanted. But now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do. Was I meant to tell you something, or bring you to someone, or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach. What is that?
Why? Why did you imprison us? Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair. Come.
Jesus.
Come and play with us.
That was a bit creepier than I expected. Okay.
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Numo. I will bear word to Thancred and the others.
You really won't worry about materia to level 80. Oh, okay. I had, somebody crafted me my level 70 weapons that I just actually got something to switch from those. I think last stream, and I had it on like my top armor piece, but I didn't want to. I knew it wasn't like something you should focus on when you're like lower levels, I guess, because I mean you're just constantly like upgrading when you get new stuff. But oh, that's pretty. But yeah, I guess I should at least get some slightly better stuff for my jewelry's kind of old too. I know I'm about to get some from one of those quests, but or I did already. Yeah. Mm. At cap, you'll start trying to build for critical hit and whatever your best stats are for your job. Yeah, okay. So I shouldn't even worry about it till then, really. That is if you're reading, I should say. Okay. I mean, that seems fun, but oh my god, I have so much stuff that I need to get rid of. They're so old. Goodness, well, I doubt that ring's gonna do much of a difference, but I really need to go through my inventory so much. No, we are just gonna teleport right back there. Is it worth it then for me to... Because these I just got from the dungeon. These are 71. 72. Those are 72. These are both 70. Not 71. These are mostly 70. I don't know. They just hit harder, that's fine, and I won't worry about it, but I don't know if it would help enough to matter. Or to just wait, since I am a little over-leveled for the main story, since I'm a little behind what I get from there. Your Majesty, we had no choice. Please forgive us. Oh, I guess they got the weird jump scare vision too. It's you. My ink. Were you able to retrieve it? Yep. Hell of a job. Ah, yes. This is the ink and almost all of it too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse. But thanks to you, it's simply bad again. Oh, nice. What? You had the vision too? Oh, woe is us. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts. Manifest in the desire to play and be free. So strong is that desire that it often leaks through the seal to invade our consciousness. For a long time we've ignored it, but we can't do so forever. But forgive me, I was going to thank you for reuniting me with my ink. You did exactly as I asked, so I will give you the service I promised. Ahem, nothing up my sleeve. And voila, may it serve you well. Cool. There's nothing like honorable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Oh, I should mention that Elder Wide Ink returned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. Okay. Where did my chocobo go? Okay, so 2 of these are vendors now, right? What does this one have? Oh, okay. Guess we can at least take a look. No, I mean, they just have stuff at 72. I don't feel like that's a huge difference, considering I only have 2 things that are lower than that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, yeah. And these are the... Okay, gotcha. Just curious. Speaking of that, though, we should get our gear repaired real quick, probably. Yeah. Okay. We missed them somehow. Okay. Ah, there you are. I'm informed that you've been an excellent patron to our people. For that, you have my thanks. Now then, you'll be pleased to hear that we've come to a decision regarding the scepter. I forgot what we were even here for, honestly. If you would gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. The item level is a good way to see if something's better. Yeah, you're right. I should check that. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on to the matter of the stone scepter. During our deliberations, we are forced to concede that we will never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor from the torment. In light of this, we have decided to entrust their fate to you. So, are there things where the level, the like technical level that you can equip them at would be lower, but the item level would be higher? I guess, is what I'm trying to ask. Take it. The stone scepter of the Pneumo. This makes 3 relics. 1 more and we can arrange a meeting with the warden. I'm glad I didn't get stolen by the frog people. Ere you continue your quest, allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Know that Titania is not a name, but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by grace of nature. This leader, upon Elmeg's founding, rose as a ruler of all Feyfolk to bring order to our riotous kind. In our turn, we Feyfolk render our blessing unto nature, to water, wood, and wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they are become a sin eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Oh dear, is there anything else we should know? Anything else? Only if you feel unready for the challenge, and then he would blame you for it. You are welcome to remain among us a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I will next have the chance. Would you see that you were comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home? Listen, Wee. Honestly, I look away for one moment and every fairy has their nuncle tries to steal my sapling from me. I wish I could do her voice, it's so funny. Not funny, it's cute. This is my sapling. Mine, do you hear? Not yours and not the Fuaid's. And anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce her will wish they hadn't. Seduce. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They're held in the Amaro safekeeping at their settlement. Wollickdorf? It beareth mentioning, these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast heretofore encountered. Owing to a peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the Feyfolk. Okay. So we'll go talk to them. Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive in Wolikdorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto, and he is the leader of he's the leader in the bearer of the relic. So the dungeon drops green are usually higher than normal crafted gear. Blue gear tends to have even higher stats, and I think the augmented level 70 gear better than most crafted gear till 74 or 76. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I see these are 395. Well, these are 400, even though they're actually a level apart, but still. 370. Okay. Cool. I'll have to run some more of those dungeons, I guess, to get some gear, I guess. We do that off stream tonight, I guess. Oh, that's right, we attuned to that, so, I mean, I guess, why not? Oh, I should have saved it for something more expensive, but I don't care. There's an ether current. Oh, they're really cute. Rispa. I can't quite craft myself gear for my level yet, but I'll get there. I'm working on gathering and crafting as a whole, just kind of in my off-stream free time. Looking for the largest of them. Here we go. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. That's his name. Maybe they don't care about their name. Bert? Nope, I am not Harvard. Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Did I hear you right? You desire the crystal shoes that you may confront the Light Warden? No. No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption as you claim, vanquishing the king would bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends, let us leave him with his thoughts. Don't worry too much about grinding gear. If you stick to one-on-one fights, you should be fine. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, maybe I won't. Except, I do want to get some of the cooler weapons for later down the road. Tis harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. and little wonder. 'Tis the first time thou hast set foot here. It would behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think, and there is no surer way than to speak with its members. Such wise you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and, I hope, gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. Can you just tell us? I bid you seek out the Amaro and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of greeting. Don't really have time to need a lesson here. Yeah, from worst to best, it's gray, pink, green, blue, yeah. And in blue, it's by eye level and secondary stats. Gotcha. I remember that for the most part, but it's hard trying to want to level or have my gear be at the level that my character is when I'm a bit over-leveled for the story, if that makes sense. It's a tough decision. I don't know. I guess I just shouldn't worry about it too much. Well now, it is not often that we are visited by men, much less unglamoured ones. I have a glamour. What brings you so far from your own kind? Oh, right. He needs a pet. How long has it been since I last felt man's touch? I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Vobert, a noble and valiant soul. Oh, they're all alone. Like so many others, he died fighting the Sin Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. Okay. Who else can we talk to? I guess maybe they've all had someone that they knew or that they traveled with that was killed by the Sin Eaters, so they don't want to see more people die, I guess. Is maybe what their viewpoint is. I don't know. Shortcuts. Ha. That tickles enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Well, I guess not him. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. And what's my computer doing? On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts. Then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. We live long enough amongst men, the seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us amongst other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. Okay. What is all the commotion? Something. Oh, I'm supposed to pet him. Damn it. Thought I was done. What's happening? Why am I being patted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fey folk. But then we are Fey folk too. When we first made our homes here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. It is easy to forget sometimes. Okay, was that the important bit? Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it? Then thou canst not choose but see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare, and not scorn, that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end, we must needs have the crystal shoes. Okay. I already knew they didn't want us to. Can't we just ask them again, nicely? Euconyx, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will untimely be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him of the many great deeds. Spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. Okay, I'm gonna take a super quick restroom break before we go talk to Seto, so I'll be back in just 1 minute. Okay, we'll see if the overlay actually loads in the way it should. It did not. I feel like I keep saying it, but I need to make my own so I don't have to deal with that. But anyways. You spoke with my brethren. Then you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. Let me get some water. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow. My brothers and sisters will readily attest. Literally have to. Sorry. What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? Don't worry, my friend, this is not the first time I have risked my life to save everybody. Not even the first time recently. This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will you do so compel the fate folk to change. And in order to obtain the other relics, you will have already paid the due price. Not more is owed. Then why would you risk all to face our fallen king? I gotta save everybody, man. What did you say? The very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. The Eaters have been prowling the area as of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See to it that you are prepared. Then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends, that you may slay them. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. That's not as far away as it looked on the map. Okay. Leave me alone. Those enemies do look very cool, though. Yeah, I saw them at the... somewhere towards the end of the Stormblood story. They might have been there sometime before then, but they look really cool. I will use my voice to lure out the Sin Eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin nature signal. I mean, okay. Ready then? Very well. Wow. I hope this goes okay. You know, we may as well throw one of these. Oh good, we've... My goodness. Okay. Everything will go fine. Jesus, get out of that. Please. Computer is not handling that super well. Jeez, I'm not even doing my attacks. Thanks for catching up, computer, I guess. Okay. You made short work of those creatures. I will not deny it. I've seen enough. Let us return to Wolikdorf. By the ease with which you slew those sin eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think. And if you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought sin eaters who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was along Mirror Lake. We are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fuaith. They are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go ahead and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Okay. A bit of a walk. A bit of a walk. I don't know why I'm talking so quiet. Sorry. Oh, good. Guessing our health was not full the second that happened. Okay, that's fine. Like I was talking about that happening before, and it hasn't happened in forever, and it would happen today. Okay. At least we weren't like almost there, I guess. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Okay. Back to that, I guess. My map will load. Yeah, monster took a swipe at you. Yeah, I saw it, but I thought it was maybe at least gonna not reach me once I jumped off there, but I guess it happened at just the perfect time. You know, this one might be quicker. We're gonna go there. That's fine. Sure, why not? In the spirit of being open and honest, I was feeling pretty irritated today, so I was just hoping that getting into the story will help that mood, and I'm sure it will get better, but it just doesn't help that this is the first time I've died to mobs out in the open in so long, and now I died falling, so it's okay. Make it through. Okay, not too far. It's very pretty here. These moths are quite cute-ish. There's a bug on my screen. Not those moths. A real bug on my actual screen. Hopefully this way actually does turn out to be quicker. I do hope your night gets better. I appreciate that, Aurora. Thank you. I haven't really, it's not necessarily just a bad day, I just got kind of irritated. I'm just kind of overwhelmed, I guess, right before I started streaming, but it's alright. It'll get better. I'm gonna just have fun and get into the story. It just sucks. It always feels like things like tend to go wrong in the game, like when you'd really, you know, when it's good for it to go right, when you need it to go right the most, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Can I just fall into the water from here? Well, at least our health was full. At least I wasn't like 2 HP down from something. So are we supposed to actually get to dive in here now? Been a while since I did that. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure. Wow, it is pretty down here. I'm sure it'll get better. Just makes the tiny things a little more frustrating, but it's alright. Because my glamour matches underwater really well. So it matches a lot of stuff in this whole area, actually. I like it quite a lot. It's interesting that I don't typically go for more than like black with maybe some other color for my glamour, so the fact that I went with green just out of nowhere and then everything seemed to match in this area was pretty exciting. And I just remembered I can use mounts underwater, so get out the chocobo. Oh, is that all we needed? Okay. I'm so used to having getting like 3 or 4 of each thing. Really pretty down here. Or is this a different? No, it's okay. Doesn't matter. Yay, we got the medallion. Okay. I have to force myself to not just use black for my glamours all the time. Yeah. I really like, I don't know, I've gotten to the point where I feel like, and there's so much gear that I will want to glamour at some point once I can actually get it. What was I saying? Oh, but I feel like I already have so many pieces that I like, I just can't choose. I wish you could still look at your plates when you can't equip them. Oh, honey. Kitty on the desk. Oh, she's gonna put her tail on the camera. So cute. You know what? Maybe this is because I said I needed some cheering up. Hello. Okay, we will teleport right back to Wollickdorf. Can't see the screen. So cute. Okay. I'd love to be able to use glamours outside of cities. That would be ideal for me. I wouldn't end up with the mess of an outfit I had last night with the green carbuncle slippers and nothing else matching. But even just to be able to see them, just for reference, I guess, would be nice. Even if you couldn't apply them, it would be great if you could apply them. But okay, cat's gone, never mind. Sad. But yeah, that would be really nice. It is like the one thing that I guess kind of irritates me the most on this game is when I can't apply my glamour plates, especially in places that are so close to seeming like a regular city that I forget that I can't use them there. Ah, you were returned. How fared your search? I found it. How's that for my search? I like to hear his voice. I wish he could have a voiced scene. Oh.
My medallion! You found it!
I guess I got what I wished for.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young.
I wonder if it's who he was dreaming about.
In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me,
It's really sweet.
his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His
Yep.
name was
Yeah.
Artbert, and he was my friend.
Ardbert, thou sayest.
Everyone blamed him for the flood, him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place.
Poor Adam. Very sad.
Albert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Wouldn't it be cute if our chocobos could start talking to us? That'd be nice. Those tree textures look crunchy.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due, perhaps, to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely.
So sweet.
It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so.
Reason, please do not read into that.
Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk.
Hi Jonara, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. You been up to anything fun? Just chilling, going through the story here, as usual. Not much changes.
Nevertheless,
At the story.
I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is
No
why I will
coincidence.
place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Or yes, coincidence. No reason. All four. Know what that means.
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
Oh no.
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Il Meg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
That sounds like the captain.
Rotten cheat. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Yes.
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
Why does he have to treat her like that? I mean, I don't know why, but it's not very fair to her. Not her fault.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Dad Crit said no. He did, yeah. Being a little mean to her, but I mean, it makes sense. But it was mean. Whether or not he has reason to feel that way, it's still not fair to her, you know? Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I'm convinced now. Convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find the bridge to Liakia. As the bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Oh boy. I feel like I know what that means once I get there. And that is a ways away, and it looks like we're gonna have to use this path to get there, so we may as well get on our way. I want to use one of the... They're not new. I just picked up all the achievement point ones that I hadn't spent my achievement points on because I just didn't want to, but I just kind of wanted some more mounts to choose from. Went ahead and picked them up. Gary Mike Wazowski. Makes me uncomfy, but I like using him in this zone because it makes no sense because everything's so pretty and nice and he's just very scary with his eyeball. Alright, our health is full. Yeah, we're not gonna die. Goodness. Okay, again, that was not as far as the map made it seem. In the area, if you need a raise, oh, I appreciate it. Hopefully that the need won't arise again, but I will let you know. Just terrible timing. Oh, fancy mount. I was disappointed in the lack of dad jokes from Dad. Yeah. He doesn't do a lot of joking, does he? Alright. Very pretty, but very nerve-wracking. Really pretty. lot of the windows and the spires, I guess, kind of remind me of the Sanctum of the 12. Very pretty. Like this takes how pretty that place is and just kind of takes it up quite a few steps. Right. The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. Yay. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. I feel like we're about to see that duty unlock. Little pop-up. Sure, it is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fae folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, give back as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Oh boy. Right. Anybody feeling like doing this bad boy, or am I just going in? Very interesting. Very exciting. Very nerve-wracking. I think. Quite nervous indeed. Boy. Oh, hello. You'll help Auroras? Cool. Alright. Anybody else want to help? You excited? I feel like I hear quite a bit about Titania, though it's probably in the more extreme versions. Are you here just to say hi, Janara? Or you stayed up here because you would like to do this as well? It's fine either way. Just let me know before I go ahead and queue. I'm very nervous. Very cool glamours we've got going on, you guys. Very nice. Very nice. Giant beaver. How cute. Alright, you're down too. Nice. Alright. If that's all, we will go ahead and queue. If that is everything, I'll wait here just a second just to make sure. I'm excited, I guess. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Bring red mage? Nice. Alright. I mean, if you need one more, sure, bow mage. For sure. Alright. Got a whole light party. How exciting. Alright. Let's go ahead if everybody's ready. So nervous. And I'm assuming nobody's gonna spoil this one for me too, right? Got the heals going on tonight. Awesome. Alright, we've got half of it. We just gotta find the other half to our party. Very exciting. Very cool glams going on. Nice to change my... Oh, okay, we found our rest of our party, so let's go ahead. How nerve-wracking. Right, let's get ready. Full party. Go, I'm excited. Finally getting to do the content I've only heard about. Of course, I know when I probably hear about Titanium, hearing about the much more difficult iterations of it, but... Who goes there? Are you the one who broke the seal? Oh boy. Ooh, okay. That cutscene was very terrifying that they showed earlier, that like vision type deal, so... Pretty cool glams in here. So much time lost. So much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it. We must begin by playing with you. Alright, let's go. Sorry for being the not sprout watching the cutscene, but alright, let's get a dance partner going.
Right, and you can sleep when you're dead.
Oh boy, computer. Come on, computer, you got it. Come on. Okay, our animations might catch up at some point. I can't see what attacks are happening, but that's okay. We'll catch up in a second. My feet aren't moving, but we'll get there. I can't move. Hope I did that in time. Sorry if I'm causing any issues. I could not move there for a minute. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I think I can move now. It's a nice improvement. Oh, should I be in these?
When you play with fire.
Oh, so now I need to get in a little fire thing pop up, maybe? I'm not sure. Attack. Ooh. I'm glad I can move, because I'd probably not be able to move out of that in time.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest.
Okay, sorry, that was a little intense in the beginning. Oh, pretty. Wow. Causes the root to grow? Ooh. Interesting. That's pretty. I'm guessing that would have probably pushed me right off the platform if I wasn't outside of it. I think that Anavant almost got me too close. Or too so far that it would have just thrown me right out of it again. Not sure. Oh man. Ooh, oh. Not sure what I was supposed to do there, sorry. Sorry, I feel bad. I feel like everyone probably knows this one quite well. But... Ooh. I assume killing these probably is important to lower her power, I imagine. Sorry, I hope I did that okay.
Grow, my lovelies, grow! Bigger's better.
Doing fine. Okay, cool. Wow. Ooh. Sorry, I definitely should have get out of there. Oh my gosh. Oh! Ooh, yeah, outwards. Probably should have done that. Sorry. Thought that was gonna kill me before I was even alive again. Ah. I don't know what to focus on. Ah. Okay, definitely did better on that one that time. Jack, where is it?
Dance like the leaves on the grass.
Haha.
This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
Trying to spread out. I'm sorry. Sorry if I can't move to the stack in time. Computer stopped moving for a second, but it's okay. Oh shit. Why did I do that? That wasn't even... That was completely on me. Sorry. I paid pretty good attention to where those roots were the first time, but completely missed them that time. Oh my gosh. Huh. Huh, okay. Yay!
We can play no more.
Yeah, that was intense. Sorry, my computer, I don't even know what it's... I guess she's getting to the point where she can't handle some of the stuff in this game. Which is sad, but... Not bad for your first time? Well, that's a little comforting. Thank you. I'm sure I could have managed to die more than 2 times, so... Normally a tough trial for newbies? Cool. Well, I guess dying 2 times was not too bad. I know I heard a lot about it when Shadowbringers came out. I just heard like Titania, 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 Titania all over the place. Probably like people talking about the extreme one, I imagine. But been through multi-wipe parties? Wow. Well, I guess we all did a pretty good job. And everybody's gone. Need to watch that cutscene. So, I know there's like a lot of many people died to her rambles and frost rings. Yeah, I noticed them the first time. Those the like whole big like branches that came out in the slices. I noticed it the first time. I got a little caught up in it the second time, but
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak.
new tanks. Turn the tank buster onto the party. Oof. That would not be great. Not enough DPS for the big ads. Yeah. Well, then I guess it went okay. Not so bad. So I know I've seen like a lot of like, I know there's like the titanium barding for like the chocobos and like other stuff, I imagine. Do those only drop from like the more extreme ones, I guess? Or do no trials at any difficulty give anything? I haven't really gone past the standard difficulties, I guess, so and the few hard ones that you have to do, but I just don't really know. Where does all the cool titania stuff from? Crafting items are from EX. Yeah, the EX stuff. Okay, cool. Well, I'm trying to get my crafting and gathering all in order, so along with weapons or accessories. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Very nice information. Thank you, guys. I guess we'll go through this cutscene and see what happens. I'm glad we didn't wipe and I didn't die too much.
The crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do.
Not sure I have the choice to do that. Got a lot to do.
My adorable sapling, my precious mortal.
Good cutscene coming up. I'm excited. Or nervous.
Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue.
Tell me which one I should be. I'm both excited and nervous.
To strive for a dream you will never see. To sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden. That is the beauty of your kind.
burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
That's kind of what I expect her to do. Wow.
Kinla, ilichla, ilmek, okbra. Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
14-hour broadcast starting? Very cool. I know you said like the NA team
Confound it. How did they get here so fast?
finished their blue mage stuff, so are they like, I don't know, what are they doing for the whole 14 hours? We're available to go full boss mode. Oh yeah, for sure. You look awesome.
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Oh, we already saw that he kind of
Listen well.
or
We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land.
they go.
You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Mm-mm.
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to your moor. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Boo.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky! She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
You can't stop me.
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive!
Good try.
Are you deaf? I said...
Axla Orwain! Axla Orwain! What? What's happening?
Who are the topiaries now?
Water? That wasn't there before.
Looks like his troops are leafing. Nice one. I didn't think of that.
Ah!
Orwai kansasi, Orwai kinsi.
Help me! What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
Oh, shit.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Who does he think he is? Who dost thou thinkest thou art? Thy are. Probably not right. I just thought it'd be funny. So cool.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fair all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
Hero landing. Oh, yeah. You're naming all my cool hero friends.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
Oh, cool. Get over it.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be.
That sounds nice.
To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter.
That's good news.
To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength, in return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call. Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
I was confused because I didn't know where I was, but I haven't been out of... I was still cutscenes after the Titania fight, so... Wow, fancy mouse. Is that a Halloween Scary Mike Wazowski? Very cool. Very cute. Cute, cute. There for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe. Yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. It is but a pity thou wert not present to see the Feyfolk put the Morans to flight. It was a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Don't worry, Grenade, I saw the cutscene, even though I wasn't here. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove. Were the mood only to take them. And we got an ether current. Can't imagine we have many for here. Yup. Not at all. Ooh, a secret present. My favorite kind of loot. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all on your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. Because that's what we just did. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is the time we were going. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end. The fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Yeah. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the faithful. Oh my god, I hope not. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmor's attentions. But I would soon receive for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. Not me, I'd love to explore it more sometime. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. I think we are all besties now, so... Bestie fairies only. Alright. To the Crystarium. I will be needing to run around for ether currents. I don't remember when, but at some point during Heaven's Word, the mood just struck me to collect most, if not all of them. Let's check. Okay, yes, all of them except for 3 in the Western Highlands, but when do I need to go there, right? At this point. Problem is, I want to get the Stormblood ones so that I can do the Beast Tribes with a lot more efficiency. But now I need to focus on the Shadowbringers ones so that I can get around the MSQ quicker. Oh, look, there's my quest. Should have known. I could have not faced the way that I entered the city. Oh, but I guess maybe the Exarch is going to address everyone out. Night returning to more of Norvrent. One of the Lakeland flying quests is in the Crystarium as well. Oh, good to know. I would not have found it.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Say that like that. Alpha, no.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
A lot of people miss it, I imagine. They sure like to hide things on you in this game.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
May not be good and well, but sure is good. Kind of.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity... I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply...
gross.
Infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Point to my guy. Sorry.
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink.
She.
And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Don't find that likely.
Let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
True.
And so,
La
while
Habrea.
it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
Be a blue quest. I do it. Well, maybe that's not the same for all of us, but wait. I'm working on it, actually. I'm trying to get all my blue quests. But if you were, say, like, trying to prioritize Aether Currents, I guess, and you were trying to get them for Lakeland. I feel like you would just run around Lakeland. You wouldn't go to the Crystarium. A quest could take you to the Crystarium, maybe, and that would make sense, but I don't feel like I'd go looking around for Aether Current quests somewhere other than they are. But I guess if you just look it up and get a guide, that would be easy. Probably what I did for Heavensward, honestly.
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content.
How lovely for him.
But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for.
I can already start to see what makes him such a interesting protagonist. Antagonist. I'm the protagonist.
When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright.
Try to throw a card at him?
If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Where is the XR in all of this? Okay, paper cut hurts. Yeah, that's fair, but... it just seems strange considering all of the weapons and threats that we had at our disposal for him. Maybe, I don't know. I guess he's an astrologian, he can't do a ton. I'm excited to try out astrologian more so. Actually, I think I got it to 39, but I was too afraid to learn anything back then. Alright, before we pick up the next part of this quest, or the next quest, I guess, from Alizé, I'm gonna take a super quick restroom break. Be back in just 1 minute. Overlays are there, we're good to go. Let's see what Alize has to say. Cooperation. He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first. We should report to the Exarch. You can run along, the Connex. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Okay. It's fine with me, I guess. Is that the game trying to hint at me to rest? It won't happen. Where is that again? Pendants. Where is the Aetheryte? Oh, I guess that's probably closer to one of these. Or bring back the darkness and the rain returns. Yeah, the weather here was a little bit nicer, I think, when they never had night. That is strange. I didn't notice that. Ah, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. Who do you think is going to show up in my inn room? Surely Artbird, probably, considering they keep having me go rest in one place where I'm by myself. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they're to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. Ah. I thought we might get... Like often when it's a secret present, it's a little housing thing, but that's cute. I think I might have got one if they were obtainable otherwise. It's always nice to have cute things for my apartment. I'm not complaining. I really liked the banner that I got from the mall back in Stormblood. Always nice when they're part of the story, I think. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Here, take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it?
Yep, here he is.
With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself.
Don't worry, I don't say words.
Still, he's keeping you well fed.
You might just see me doing emotes. Just...
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett's Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it It cost us everything we held dear. What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big, and he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Sweet.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto? Chocobo, perhaps?
I do.
Come on, you tell me something for a change.
I wish Dracarys could talk. That'd be very cute. I feel like if this was a game where my dialogue choice mattered, that would have been a good one. I always find it really funny, frustrating sometimes, but I find it really funny when games with lots of dialogue options that really matter, like, you know, Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, all of those kind of, you know what I'm talking about. Oh hey, you're level 76. Very nice. Let me check that out real quick. Alright, I find it really funny when those type of games have, obviously the dialogue options are shortened when you choose them because they can't show like the entire thing because it might be like a whole like 2 sentences, but I find it really funny when you click on one and it seems like it will be nice enough, you're trying to be nice, and then it like completely changes. So like in that one, like I was like, oh, tell me about Seto, and like if I clicked on that one in one of those types of games, it'd be like, tell me about Seto, that ugly stupid mount thing that I saw you sitting there and you looked so dumb. And I mean, like, I don't know, sometimes it seems like it'll be perfectly nice or just neutral even dialogue option, and you click on it and they just say like the meanest thing because it just wasn't all shown. I find that really funny. Anyway, let's see. This sprint gauge accumulates when you are party members under the effect of this sprint granted by standard finish and technical finish. Execute weapon skills or cast spells. It is consumed by the action saber dance. Ooh. We've got a whole new skill, huh? Goodness. More to learn. Performing a technical step will display 4 icons on the step gauge. Okay, I saw that. I know what my dances are. Cool. I feel like these are a little hidden on here, so put this down where my steps are, maybe. Just somewhere where I could see it, if that makes sense. And this can go over there, maybe. That looks fine for now. Your dance partner will charge up your saber dance. Cool. So when they do attacks, that goes towards this. When you're under the effect of standard finish and technical finish. Cool. Thank you for that. I am excited to test that out soon. Hey, we're getting some new gear. There we go. Good day to you, miss. I do hope you're well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the ocular. We ask that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Convene at my convenience. Convene at my convenience. I should just teleport there from here. The ocular. Or wait, no, which one is that actually? The docile gate. The weather was so pretty here before. Let me take their daytime away again. Or their nighttime, sorry. Bring back their never-ending daytime. Crystarium and Ulta are the only places I have to look at the map to figure out where to teleport to. Yeah. Ulta is something. Quite the maze. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the ice. He probably says that every time. We probably don't need to read that each time. Some places it is definitely necessary to look at the map. But you mean for like places like Gridania, like I know where I'm going, you know? Other Workers Guild and I gotta go to the market. The amphitheater when I need to go to the delivery move, you know? Makes sense. It all connects.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Oh, yay. Barely existent, angry pink eyebrows.
Please, did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said and I said what I meant.
Well, he's not gonna help us if you have that attitude, Thancred. Come on. We can use all the help we can get.
Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Okay, halfway done. Next.
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
feel like I didn't get a chance to say anything, and I would not mind help. But I guess everything's Thancred's choice.
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I don't know. A colonel.
I share your suspicion, of course. But if he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Has he said anything up until this point?
I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Man, I was saying Calusia wrong all this time. Calusia.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Love them, but I wouldn't go too close to Yulmore if I was him. Do I get to go somewhere new? Maybe. If Emitselk is in... Is that Emitselk? I don't want to say it wrong, because that seems like it's too easy, because that's how it reads. But I definitely don't want to get his name wrong. He's in the ocular. Click on him for more lore tidbits. I will do that, thank you. If he's available to talk to, I will.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika.
Me?
There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
Thank you for letting me know that. I will definitely talk to him.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
So she doesn't know any of us are here?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
Nigo.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. Invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Leda Luran.
Deny. No RSVP. I'm busy.
Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Most people don't bother to click on green named NPCs. I don't click on all of them, but if they're ones that I favor, I definitely talk to them as much as I can. I think they're some of my favorites. Exarch is in Smash?
Of course.
More likely than what some people are waiting for at this point, honestly.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
He looks like he might not be here right this moment, but I will talk to him whenever the chance is available. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather, the ruins of a church, Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long fallen into disuse. Yet within the hall remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, I'll journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. See him around, but whenever he is around, I will definitely talk to him. Definitely one of the characters I've been very excited to meet. It would seem we have not attuned there if we had the chance before. That's okay. I zoned out for a second there, sorry. I was looking at the archways, I guess. I know we are not too far. I always have my map out, but I think I can tell enough from the mini-map where we are to be going. Maybe. I feel like there's hardly a time I don't have my map out. We're 76, how exciting. Oh, does that mean we have a new DPS job quest, I guess, from what was his name? Lurik, I think. Does it not show up at the bottom of the MSQ like it did before? Or is it kind of blocked behind some of it? That would make sense. Life letter in 50 minutes. That's exciting. I should be off of here by then, I imagine. Or I've been off of there pretty soon, so I'll have to... Well, is that gonna... If that's talking about anything new, I guess I probably can't see spoilery things. Here amidst these ruins, we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. And I have a new pet gear. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh everyone, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge, were then seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name Sin Eater. People were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath never been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood. That is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. I guess I won't have to worry about any type of thing being announced that is spoiler-esque, because I'll be caught up soon. I mean, not soon, but soon enough. I'll get there. Tancred, don't you have another place to be? Not your quest. Down. Ah, I see he is standing directly in front of where I'm supposed to go. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark, and its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who build them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood they finally found sanctuary. Oft and many times did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola, in her seclusion, doth labor to learn all she may be of the blessed in their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. Tablet of which he spoke, no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearned to comprehend. Well then, we better hurry up and find it. Right, sometimes bouncing from everyone else's dialogue to Uriange's is a bit difficult. Oh, no, probably should do that down there. Goodness. this table. Yaha! You've located the time-worn tablet. You bet I did. This one was tricky. Yeah, once I saw that table, I had a good feeling, but it was tricky. Within the altar, thou sayest? Yeah. Good luck with the roulettes. Duty roulette. Naught escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious. These engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are written in the script of the ancient Empire Franca, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. It will be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. It is plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. Come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Yahoo! Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus they do not take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must never be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not only the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and, in rare cases, masters their disciples. What is that Y'shtola has taken the name of Master Matoya? Lest we offend them, I bid you not speak her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Great Wood's border. All right. Always exciting for new zones. I don't believe we're that far. Let's take the old. We're going the wrong way. We're not that far, but I was about to go pretty far. Quiet. Lakeland doesn't have a ton of music going on, I guess. Just the sound of the Yole's wings. Alright. Let's go. I like how it looks just like Lakeland on the other side. Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? Yes, of course. Right this way.
No matter how far he goes, man
Hey,
cannot
that's a little
resist
loud.
looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow.
Wow.
And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived.
Lahi? Is that what they're saying? Is that what you guys are saying?
Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold. No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more.
We had our chance for help. At least for now.
Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
It's very nice. I actually had a very funny plan for whenever I got here. I was gonna pretend that I didn't know the whole Lahi joke. That was very funny. I was gonna be like, this is a nice song, why are you guys joking about it? But it didn't work because I laughed immediately. So I appreciate all the chat Lahi, but I don't think I succeeded in the joke that I was going to make. I was gonna pretend for a while that I didn't know, but aside from that, it is still a very nice song. But very fun. Just playing our Ascian counterpart, meaning to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Surely, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, it is but a matter of time before the Blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto the largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on. Wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. We have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps, to Fort Gon. It's a nice song too, just you have to shout Lahi every time you go into the zone. Yeah, it's really nice. I do get why it's so funny. And the performance from Digital Fan Fest was just beautiful. I wanted to get an automaton years ago, but now I'm even more tempted. Just when you zone into the area and get that Lahi. Very nice. I'm excited to be in the fabled place. It's really pretty. Trees are crazy.
see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
That seems pretty quick. I feel like we're gonna get attacked by something. Maybe.
Now, surround them!
Yup. Oh, you guys. Please be nice.
These senators, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
We are not sin eaters. We are literally fighting them.
How is it they can speak?
It's a sin eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
We are literally fighting them. Hey, Kupo. You know what? I'm going to.
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
Okay, that was quite funny. Yeah, it almost felt like Thancred was kind of bitching me out for picking the funny dialogue option. Very funny. I know it doesn't make a ton of a difference in this game for the most part, so.
Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Uh-oh.
Enough. Runard, report.
Master Matoya.
He's gonna be a little bit surprised, I think.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are sin eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not sin eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so.
He doesn't recognize me.
And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
Oh, that's not good.
There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
Puissant?
It cannot be.
It is. Literally is. Kupo. like that's me using the name I'm supposed to, not making fun of it.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
So pretty. You've been busy since arriving in the first, I gather. I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough. Obviously, I've seen her new gear, but it looks really nice in person. To actually see it on her, she looks really cool. So much more to explore. Every time I think we're exploring it all. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the Twelves would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. Very pretty. Another home made inside of a cave, it would seem. Ooh. Very nice. Hope there's some type of dungeon themed around all of this. Very nice. Sorry, Stola, I have to attune. Don't forget.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
A lot to cover. much to discuss.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
Never mind.
Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Those be your
Mayhap the warden
heels.
hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
Depending on how much longer this quest has, the end of it will probably be our stopping point for tonight until Sunday. But we'll see.
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
10 minutes to live letter. Well, I think that would also make the end of this quest a perfect stopping point, as long as it doesn't have too much longer.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Would the live letter, forgive me for forgetting, I haven't been caught up enough to watch a lot of things. I miss them a lot. Would that be containing spoilers regarding patches and story things, or would it be spoiler free? Either way, I will at least tune in tiny bits. Yo, Rupsu, how's it going? We are probably nearing our stopping point here after the end of this quest, but it is going amazing. Shadowbringers has been awesome, and welcome in, and I hope you're having a super great day.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
I feel like we only started Shadowbringers, I think, maybe last Friday, and I feel like so much has happened since then. We've already done so much.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Ooh. A touchy subject.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
At least got to tune in for a glimpse. Yeah. Time zones, I get. Very stinky.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
But at least the rest of it will be up here if you want to see what you missed. Not that you haven't technically missed it because you've already played Shadowbringers. But
the question being whether he ever will.
Here we go.
And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
I feel bad for her. True that indeed. Very true. True. Oh, that's the end of the quest. Maybe we'll do one more. And then I'll make, well, 3 slots remaining in your inventory. Shit. How embarrassing. Only 3 slots. Okay, I just now went and got the Decipher and Dig actions. And I had a few time-worn maps that I'm finally gathering. And I deciphered and dug them all up yesterday, and now I have a bunch of shit in my inventory. But honestly, I obviously was kind of getting the inventory filled up before that. If this is a short one, maybe this one won't be too long of a quest. I'm not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has never been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. Well, you almost got me killed, Stola, so not sure about that. I can but imagine how Alice and Alphino have changed since arriving here in the first. Ooh, he's so mean. Her clothes have changed, but when she knew it was me, I mean, she just... Change is part of life. We can but hope it's changed for the better. Very true, me character. Inventory cleaning stream Pog. Really? Would that be interesting? I could do that Sunday, I guess. I need my inventory cleaned out. I honestly need to go through my retainers some. And I guess we could throw Aether Currents in that too. Is that what we should do Sunday? Should we take a little bit of an MSQ break? I feel like there would just be a lot of me staring at the screen going, do I need that? Am I ever going to level that class? Do I need that? You're right. And after my untoward remarks to Thancred, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worst. I will have to speak with him later. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin to work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slitherbow. If there's anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. What is this? Inventory cleaning? I mean, it's gotta get done, whether it's on or off stream. Like, this is bad. This is sad. And you know what's really sad? I'll have to go back in my streams and check. But I feel like I had my inventory cleaned out to probably less than what, a fourth of this. No, I haven't expanded. Probably less than this whole first chunk. If not less than that. Maybe a little bit more. That was not that long ago. Need to sell all those mats. Yeah, I just, trying to work on gathering and crafting. So I don't know. I always feel like I'm going to use everything, but I did get my first little time-worn maps deciphered the other day. And I'm getting into all that, so I don't know. And I'm so new to majority of crafting and gathering that I don't really know what's worth what I should keep, what I'm gonna need a lot of. Why I'm bothering it with it when I'm so preoccupied with the main story, but I have to want to do everything at once. So, welcome, friend. Welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? I will not tell you the truth to that, because no one will believe me. From the Crystarium, I see. And this tablet you've brought may help us find the Light Warden here in Raktika. Well, you're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Oh, is it one of those quests? Walk to this place. Where's this place? Would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, of course. Anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. Well, at least Thancred's not here to tell her she can't go. Very controlling, Thancred. Not nice. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? Oh, Simba, jeez. Do your shake when you're not on the desk, baby. Come on. Your side. If not for her, we may all have perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain in our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadow many have come to find solace. If I really need something, I send a retainer to get it or buy it. Yeah, my retainers are not leveled up that far. I know I need to. I have a little bit, but not much. And I don't have the guild to just buy things. So. Simba, the destroyer of worlds. He really is. He really is. He doesn't think he is, but he definitely is. Like, he did like the whole like fake thing probably after a nap. He couldn't have done that. He could have done that off of the desk, but he knows if he does it up here, it'll cause a big commotion and pick up on my mic probably. Sorry about that. It is not to say there weren't those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the Sunless Sea. I feel whole again now that she's with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service to the dark. But you did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to, so long as they reside within Slitherbow. Slitherbow? To show reverence to the dark? A word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. This will be a nice runaround quest, I think. A nice little way to end the stream. Did I really do my inventory management on stream? I feel like I should do it off stream. I don't know. If I do it off stream, I probably will just forget to do it, and then I'll get on stream Sunday to do MSQ and not have room for anything. The main problem is the last time I cleaned out my inventory, I sorted my retainers. I wouldn't say I cleaned them out so much. I'm going the wrong way. But I didn't go through my armory chest. Like, it's embarrassing. Control I. Damn. It's embarrassing. Like, I was trying to put on a ring that I got in the quest just a second ago, and I had these from like level 50. I don't know what the best thing is to do with them. I don't know. There's not enough room in this game, and I'm not paying for retainers. 2 should be enough for me. I have 1 for crafting shit and 1 for gear. That should be enough. Did you see any of our people come to this chamber? They've likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. Would you 2 kneel for just a moment, that I might rid you of the light's impurity? Sure. No problem. Alright, they told us that we can't speak anyone's name from here in the impurity of light. In the daytime, like in the the sunlight or whatever. I thought we weren't supposed to say it at all. I was like, why did Stola tell me, or Master Matoya, why did she tell me this person's name to go talk to? I think she did, didn't she? As Runar lightly sprays you with water, your skin begins to tingle. Interesting. Tingly. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? Apparently tingly. I'm not sure, to be honest. Not fresh exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? It is in a cave. Only blessed by our priest. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said their prayers imbue the water with a faint dark energy. Time to join this cult. It does seem kind of weird, doesn't it? I'm in this strange cave. Yuck. A prickling sensation? No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. Well, I'm not from this dimension, so, you know, effects may vary. I guess. Doesn't do well with those from other dimensions. I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect. Unless, why would I literally give myself away? Be like, no, it's fine. By the gods, Master Matoya was right. You are sin eaters. No, I'm not. I jest. What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. It is in a cave. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Alin Tuta. I am so sorry, people of Raktika, if that's wrong. In the language of Franka, there is one of several ways one might say good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or gesture we must know too? I would hate to offend anyone. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alin Tuta, and they will know you as friends of the Blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They are like to be hardened by your knowledge of our ways. Alright. This is a fun little quest. I thought it would be. Alin Tuta. No idea how to say that. Doing my best guess. Need voiced cutscenes with these words in them. I like how in these quests it picks like 3 people that are important and the other ones just are not. The elderly woman smiles warmly. The safe word is Lahi. Well, wouldn't that be off-putting? Get me out of this place. India. I feel like that's a nice name. Ah, a newly come traveler. Alin Shisi, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. You're a quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. Almost done greeting these people. Did I attune? Yes. Good job, me. Told you you'd forget. Simba, quit being a demon. Simba, you're being a demon. Alinchisi, welcome friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of these woods. You will find poison in near everything you see. But fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. Simba! You can't be mean. Simba. You're so evil. Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There is so much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. You can see how they've built such a thriving community. Oh, we're done with the quest again. You think the next one's not too long? See, that emote says cool cat, and that's not what Simba's being right now. What did I get from that one more? Nothing. Maybe this will be a short quest too. I need to make my dinner, but I don't wanna. I'm gonna run out of inventory. I swear. Like, oh, you were returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It's been too long since we have had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or if there's anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand, I'd rather not. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is that you take a jug and water the crops in the square. May I help too? He just wants to help. Why is Sankrin so mean about it? Of course. One of you can do the filling, and the other the watering. Speak with Ersabel when you have finished. She will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal. I thought we weren't going to get a meal here. I thought we weren't going to be welcomed with a feast. That means we're still going to get everybody sitting and eating cutscene. They're kind of cute, but got a lot of them. Right then. I'll fill you water. Right, we're gonna do some gardening. I thought the island sanctuary wasn't out till Endwalker. This was the only jug I could find which is small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. Oh, that's not gonna help. You'll need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out. Take the jug of water to the square before the contents leaks out. You'll have 45 seconds to complete the task. Should you fail, return to Minfilia and try again. Damn, okay. Eesh. I can't sprint. Shit. You've watered half of the plot. I gotta do it twice. Fetch another jug of water to take care of the rest. Damn. Walker benchmark releases on July 11th at 3 AM EDT. That's amazing. Wow. Can download that and start getting to work on Bunny Boys. Or at least seeing all their customization options, correct? I remember doing that for Shadowbringers when I wasn't even officially to Heavensward yet. And I was like making a VR even though I literally couldn't make one yet. It was so fun. Was there enough water for the plot? No, admittedly, there was enough for half. Because you stink. No feasting? Rat. Rats. Rats. Only half? I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you. Take another jug of water to the square before it's like, now you have 30 seconds. Ultra speed. Oh my god, are you kidding? I was totally kidding, but that was exactly what it is. Okay. Whew, whew, whew. No dilly-dally. Please. Go, 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 go. The whole plot has now been thoroughly watered. Man, that was more intense than I thought it would be. Sorry to get in your personal space, Isabel. It looks like she does not want to hear what I have to say. You just run the other way. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? We are probably gonna have to call it quits after this quest, fortunately. You watered the crops. Well, you watered the crops. My apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted as of late. Watering the crops was always Tadia's duty, but she's no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, whenever with guests. You're most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? You could plant something if you like. There's no need. The plot is small. It is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. If the blessed not considered leaving, life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know of our history? How our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Raktika Greatwood. I see you have read your history. There is a history that is told, and one that is lived. Like so many of those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, no one could say what became of the souls, those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as Sin Eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth they found a new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies, and the sunless sea above. That is why we pray, for the safe passage of wayward souls unto that blessed black abyss, for the return of night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the self-same reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity, with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humble existence. We're kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts. Keep alive the legacy they have left for us. This we must do for them, our children, and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. And Philia very sad. Alright. Ooh, slots remaining in your inventory. Fuck. Alright, I guess I probably need to go ahead and make my dinner. There is most likely, there's not on my schedule a stream Saturday. But I will be back Sunday. And I don't know, I feel like I should do my inventory management off stream. I feel like that would be kind of boring to watch. I don't know. We'll see. Good stream. Thanks, Stripsoo. I'm glad you enjoyed the time you were here. I'll be here Sunday. Let me put my little social doodads in the chat. Just a moment. Okay, there's those. Yes, great stream today. Thank you, Bowmage. Anyway, yeah, I definitely need to manage my inventory, whether or not I do that on here. We'll need to get some ether currents as well. But besides that, had a lot of fun today. We did Titania. That was fun. And I appreciate everybody hanging out a ton. Super fun today. We had lots of laughs. Great time. We got to Lahi. And I will be here Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I hope everyone had a really nice night, day, whatever you were having. I hope it is great. And I'll be back here Sunday. Bye. Have a nice night. Bye. I love those emotes. But yeah, bye everyone.